Folks here in Florida definitely used to this. Rain in the forecast as we join you from Everbank Stadium here in the city of Jacksonville. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And able to get this out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by a man who played his college ball on Rocky Top of All for Life Charles, their rookie quarterback from Tennessee.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open man, it's Hunter. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down.
That's good for a Jaguars first down.
On play action, they'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
At the 27-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Complete to Washington. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
11 more yards. That's another Jaguars first down.
He'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. To the right side and complete to Thomas. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A try here for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Shifts by him. Once more the juke. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
The numbers for Mixon last week: 19 carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown.
Has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season, so a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense because you know those big guys up front are doing work. But now the goal is to get to 10. And don't for a second think that the defense doesn't know that. They'd like to do their best to keep him at the end zone in this one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Stroud. This goes out wide for Mixon. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Stroud. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Jags are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game. So they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Texans, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 1st down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll set up a throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Hunter from 6 yards away. And the Jaguars lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. He juked him. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's 3rd and 6. Stroud working out of the gun. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Houston.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Mixon with a first down carry. Broken tackle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now to change things up. Stroud will throw it. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Stroud looking to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Trayvon Walker has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Stroud. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The Jags offense and Brian Thomas getting set to take over once more. And as we play out the final stretch of games, he entered our contest here as the NFL's leader in receiving yards. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Right back to him on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He completes it to Hunter. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Under pressure, and down he goes. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Now back to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. This is Mixon on the draw. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Stroud out of the gun here. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Josh Hines-Allen with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. 2nd and 11. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth, when the ball's arriving and there's a defender there.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 10 yards out. And the Jaguars take a 3-touchdown lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now out comes Houston.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff running left, Mixon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He'll complete this one to Collins. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
A gain of 4.
Stroud to throw it.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line.
And the Texans.
Here's Stroud. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
And Stroud now to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins.
They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
An 8-yard pickup.
Stroud will look to throw once more.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Throwing now is Stroud. That one caught by Rice. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
It's a gain of 6.
From the gun on 3rd down. Stroud.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line.
First down, Texans.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you downstate an hour or 2 to Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime
Our
report.
trip around the NFL starts now. In Philadelphia, the Eagles at home to take on the LA Rams. And it's Jordan Whittington. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Rams get the W by 2 touchdowns. From there, we go to Indianapolis. We'll check in on the Colts as they host the New York Jets. And it's the tight end, Colston Loveland. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Jets get the victory here. They win it by 10. One more to tell you about real quick. It's up in Minneapolis. It's the Vikings hosting the Chicago Bears. And this is Jordan Mason. He's looking for an opening, gonna find it, a 17-yard touchdown on the ground. The Vikings find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. With that, time for a look at the playoff picture. Things starting to come into focus in the NFC here in Week 16. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Gets past one man. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That'll be caught by Rice. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the Jaguars' 10-yard line.
Here goes Stroud again. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Back to throw again. Flush to his right. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
They'll run with Mixon. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Escapes the defender.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The home team's offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And as we hit the home stretch here, you can see he leads all NFL wideouts in touchdown grabs this season.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Jaguars, first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hunter. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Complete to the number 12, Travis Hunter. 4 yards on the pickup.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He gets it to Thomas. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Running left, it's Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now Stroud. Open man right side is Rice.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Looking to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Back to throw here. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a gain of 11. Brings up 3rd and...
They'll look to throw.
And he'll get it right back to Washington.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Well, this offense and their wideout headed back onto the field. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They'll set up to throw.
That is caught.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown.
Brian Thomas
with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Jags are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Houston set to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Stroud working out of the gun.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Here's Stroud.
That's complete. It's Collins.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. So winds up a very smart decision to throw the flag. They reset the spot, and now that's a 1st down. Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose.
And the Jags grab it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Open man, it's Hunter. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now a carry for Allen. And he stopped immediately there. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Jaguars are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
The point after is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Oh, he shifts past him.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Looking to put a drive together.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st down, Texans.
Stroud out of the gun here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Caught left side, here's Dell.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line.
Stroud will look to throw once more. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. As Stroud now to throw.
That'll be caught by Rice. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26.
1st down, Houston.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Jair Alexander on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 26.
Stroud to throw it. Got his man, Dell.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. A gain of 9 yards.
Stroud looking to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. Here now, 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Mixing up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Joe Mixon
with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders. on the all-time NFL list.
And the Texans have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
Texans 25.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 22.
They'll run with Allen. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Got a man, that's Hunter. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. So this will be a win for Jacksonville.
Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for the Jags,